We're getting ready for the rains, and a way to get ready for the rains is to fix the damage that the previous rains have done. It's a learning process, as you know, the landscape evolves with the rain and so on, and an observation of how the landscape and how the felt response to rain is helpful for us. And then we just learn and we adapt and make things better. Pretty exciting. Up on this side we have a 512 hectare catchment, and most of the water comes through here. We built a couple speed bumps made of soil, but they blew away every time. So now we're fixing this. We're making it with concrete and metal and so on. So we're mixing concrete here. So we're doing one wheelbarrow of sand, one wheelbarrow of rocks, and one bag of cement. So now we're mixing the sand and the rocks, and then we're gonna put a bag of cement on top of that, and then we're gonna mix it back in like this. We also drastically increased the size of this inlet to our first silt trap over there. This has been seeded and it's being watered. We're expecting the rains within a month. This is the outlet of the first silt trap. The slope goes down this way and that way. And so we had quite a bit of erosion that happened as the water came through here. This is new erosion here. So now we're making this little trench here. We're gonna widen it. We made it slightly off contour so that water would be moved downhill. This is gonna go about 600 meters. So the idea is to have not all the water go through here, but the idea is to move water along this channel so that it can water the landscape as it slowly moves at a little drop. It's like a swale for you permaculture people, which is a ditch on contour, but this one is not on contour. This one is slightly off contour. We're going to plant trees on the lower side of this. The Ministry of the Environment has a mandate to plant trees, and we're going to plant trees, probably 2 layers of trees with half moons, so that any extra flow can puddle and these trees can have all the water they need. And this is going to go all the way another 400 meters down that way, and that's going to connect to another channel we have. So that's our farm over there. This is the neighbor's farm here. He built this thing here, not on contour, not with anything, just to keep water from us, which is, it's his land, he does whatever he wants. But he was in conflict with our landlady, and so he did this. But now there's this crazy erosion and this cut here. And there's two things we've tried. One is what Bill Zedike, one of the big names in this natural waterworks and low impact waterworks. It's called a Zuni bowl, which would be to kind of rock armor the head cut here and so on. But there's another thing we tried, which was to basically do a little wall, and that's what we're going to try here. Like just we're going to anchor it in these roots here. So about here, come across here. We're basically going to build a wall at ground level, to the level of the grass here. And then what we've seen is that this just silts up completely and it stops the head cutting. So we're going to try this here. And we'll see. I've tried it at small scale, not at such a big cut here. Like for instance, what we did before is that we would put some rocks at a place like this, and then this would fill up. So now we're gonna put a wall there by this tree, actually probably exactly at level with this here. With this where I'm standing right here with the head cut, we'll make it at this level, just so that this whole thing then can become a level silt thing. And then we'll see what happens here. The idea is to put the least amount of pressure on the speed bump we're building over there. And so the technology we're going to use is almost like an embankment dam. So this would be the valley here that I'm standing in, and then we're going to anchor it into the sides of the valley floor. So we're going to cut into here, probably like about 1 meter, and then we'll cut into here, same thing, about 1 meter, maybe a bit more, I don't know, and then we'll cut down here, probably like 50 centimeters. And then we'll build like this, and then we'll concrete it, and then on the back side we'll put we'll backfill it at a 1 in 2 probably, and on the front side we'll fill it at a 1 in 2, just with soil. So the idea is just to create this retaining wall. We're not looking to hold water, we're just looking to fill this whole landscape here, or fill this whole cut. And this is how we work in Somaliland and in Yemen. We work with song. صاحد زعل صاحد And obviously the best, cheapest, actually money-making long-term solution is management of this landscape. So if this guy were to manage his grass and his grasslands, well, then this wouldn't look so bare, and he would have big perennial grasses, and then that would reduce the amount of runoff that comes. But it's not the case, so we need to apply some big effort and costly solutions. Standing here looking at this beautiful gray sky, really excited about the rains coming. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment, ask questions, like the video. So as fun as it is to build and to design these earthworks, the secret and the proof is in the pudding. So we'll see how these earthworks react to the rains that are coming, and that's the exciting part. So stay tuned.